Cameras are on.
Here we go.
Okay. Watch her. Need a return. Okay. I'm going to approach first. You guys just hang back. Give me a minute.
Blanchard?
Yes, sir.
May I read that before y'all come in?
You sure?
I don't appreciate you threatening to kick my door in, by the way.
I'm not threatening to kick your door.
Yes, sir,
in.
you did. You did. You
I said I need you to come down so
or you would
can-
kick my door in.
We would have to force your door open. Yes,
That's
sir.
not the way you worded it.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not, brother. I take good notes on all y'all because y'all are all fucking up big time.
Okay,
And the
well-
city's about to get sued by a 1983 lawsuit for your harassment and Fourth Amendment right violations by that piece of shit right there. For what? What are you coming in for?
The next page right there talks about what his circumstances are. The level of threshold required to get an administrative warrant is very low compared to a typical search warrant.
Is this typically what y'all do for an outlet that's out? And you got multiple reports on wrong codes?
No, there's other violations that are being
No, they're saying
cited
they
on
can
there.
see this from the roadway behind this wall, and that's the violation.
No.
Correct? No, that's what you told me.
That is something that they saw one of the first times they came out, and when we talked to Borrego said that he was gonna try to explain that to you, but you got upset because of that outlet thing and basically told him they had to leave, so he had to leave because he didn't have a warrant.
That was in March. I call bullshit on that big time.
That's-
You
I'm
told me it
just-
was seen from the road.
No, no,
I
no,
wish y'all would quit fucking lying to me.
I'm not lying, I got the recorded phone call that I can provide you later on.
Good, I'll take it.
But let me
Every
explain.
gym has one of those exit signs right by the door. It's
That's not an issue at all.
It's necessary to be there.
not-
My understanding what the issue is when a person comes into the building, if there's panic and fear and they're trying to escape
The door's
building,
right there.
they need to be able to run,
Yep.
slam the door and
Front
leave.
door's right there.
What front door?
On the other side of this wall.
It's an escape.
I got one in the front, one in the back, like I
This
told
too,
them.
though.
No, sir, this does not have to. It's not the way the
Well,
code
I don't
works.
know. What I'm telling you is they can't have a step
Yes,
that
they
they
sure
have to
can.
do.
100%.
Okay, well,
The
that's,
step can't be for the emergency doors, which that one's over there and that
Okay.
one's back there. Nowhere on here does it say emergency door.
There's no internal locks on the emergency doors.
That's correct.
Okay.
And they know that because I told them plenty of times.
That
okay.
is
And now we're back here harassing me.
In here, what they're talking about is when you got your C of O, you need to have a Knox box on the building.
Not doing that either, against my Fourth Amendment right.
Okay.
They can make me put a knock box up there, but they can't touch that key. So what's the point? Oh, and I'm gonna get Discount Auto involved too, because they're gonna do a lawsuit. They already said they'll do a lawsuit on you guys for that. Good, bring it. This whole town's fed up with y'all's bullshit.
I'm not trying to create bullshit, man. I'm just trying to get them to get through with their job so we can move on.
Well, they work for you, so the Fourth Amendment right violations, that fucker should have been fired a long time ago.
Okay, well, I don't have that authority to fire him.
It didn't work for you?
I supervise him, that's it, management. I don't know his business. He needs to know his business, not me.
He reports
That's
to
the
you.
issue. He doesn't know his business.
He reports to
That's the
somebody.
He reports to me as a managerial type.
So he reports to the city council?
No, city manager is in charge of all
He's a
of it.
piece of shit too, that's my problem.
Well,
He's the one that said he can come on my property whenever he wants to too. And that guy took an oath. Piece of shit. Okay, so you're coming in here for what? I drove down the alleyway to look for violations. This is Corey doing this?
Corey is the one that got the administrative
Interesting.
warrant. Yes.
That's harassment because they don't ever do that. Good, Corey, you're on my shit list too now.
I mean, I mean, this is all harassment if you think
Oh, it's
about it.
harassment 100%, dude. My lawyer already told me they're fucked. All they gotta do is pull the trigger.
And it's funny when you
All I wanted was a fucking apology, and instead y'all harassed me. Ridiculous.
it is pretty bad. It doesn't look good, especially after going to the city council and then
Not getting a
later,
lockbox, you can tell him to fuck off. He's not having one.
This doesn't look good.
Complete bullshit. You want to come into my gym because there's an issue outside?
They can come into your gym under the information that the city attorney read off the code. If there's an
I got
issue,
your two codes right here,
hold on.
buddy.
Let me explain. I mean, I know you're upset. Let me explain before you reply. If there's an issue at the business next door, for example, we can use your violations here to get a warrant to go into their business, according to the law. That is the code.
Bullshit.
It was read
That's
straight
an
out of the
unlawful
code.
search and seizure, my friend. You cannot go on their property for anything wrong with my property.
Can I explain? This
Go
is
ahead,
not
try.
this is not your typical police type search warrant and affidavit. This is an administrative search warrant.
Which still falls
Has-
under Fourth Amendment rights.
I get that. It has a lower threshold though.
Doesn't matter.
That's been
Still
supported by the
cannot violate
court.
my Fourth Amendment rights.
I understand that.
You're trying to come into my building for something outside my building.
That is
That
part
is
of
another Fourth Amendment right
that
violation.
is part of.
No, you're talking about a code box that belongs outside.
Okay.
And you're talking about a piece of
Here's-
trash that belongs outside.
Can
If they come in here, it's against my Fourth Amendment rights again, and you're their supervisor, so you make that call.
Can I explain to you that having a prior violation that was observed?
What violation? It got thrown
Listen a
out.
second.
Go again.
Yes, it got thrown out because it was filed under the wrong code.
Completely wrong.
They should have fixed it.
On what code? There's no code.
Can I explain?
No,
to
because
you?
I'm pissed off and you're about to
I
violate my Fourth
understand.
Amendment rights and you're going to let them do it.
I don't want to get you pissed off any longer than we have to, but you got to let us finish doing what
Finish
we
what?
got to do.
Coming on my property without my permission for no warrant? That's not a warrant to come on my property. That's a
is.
warrant to go out there and a warrant for outside my box. Nothing to do with inside my building.
Like I was explaining to you, when you have a previous violation that's noted, all they have to state is there was a previous
no, that
violation
goes
on this
against my
date
Fourth
and time,
Amendment rights.
and it allows them access.
No, it does not.
The code
Fourth
says
Amendment
that.
right, unlawful search.
Okay. The city attorney cited that code last night in closed session to council.
What code? In closed section of council?
Yes, sir.
Funny, because the council members called me and said that didn't happen. Go again.
What are you talking about?
You talking about the city council?
Last night, there was a meeting last night.
Oh, well then the city council's lying to me.
Why?
Thanks for letting me know. They
Why?
said that my building was not discussed at all in last night's city council meeting.
Not an open session, it was a closed session.
At all.
I don't know what you talked to or who you talked to, but I can tell you that they're not allowed to discuss closed session items. So they can deny talking about items on closed session, but it was listed on the agenda.
Okay, so again, this is outside and outside. So how are they getting
Correct.
in my building?
What I was telling you is the city attorney read the code, which requires the elements in order to get a search warrant. Those elements, one of them is knowledge of a previous violation.
Even though the violation was not.
Whether the violation was corrected or not, if there is knowledge that there has been a previous violation at
There
the
was not
location.
previous violations thrown out, not one.
Okay,
you
the
throw
violation, no. The violation was thrown out because the prosecutor did not like the code it was filed under. It should have been filed under a different code.
Yeah, incompetence.
So they have to cite me for that code in order for me to have one. I don't have a citation yet.
So no, it's legal for them to come off your property.
So
and
if
ask
you're
you
basing it
to-
off a citation that's not valid,
I'm not basing it off a citation at all. I'm basing it off of
That's
a
what you
violation that was cited.
and thrown out because
that
it's not code.
Because it was wrong.
That's correct, absolutely correct.
Even though the violation
Okay.
was wrong, you're
No.
able to come on the property.
The violation was filed under the electrical code. She would rather it have been filed under the fire code
But it
or
was-
vice versa.
So it was wrong code.
Wrong.
Okay.
They tried the fire code bullshit with me too.
Let
I
me
got that
explain
thrown
to
out,
you.
too.
Let me explain to
This
you
is
what
wild.
case law says. Because case law tells us how to operate. Even if there is a violation, let's say there's a violation right now.
I understand because it's the same
Your
building.
DW, no, let's say that I pull you over, your DWI, and I charge you with PI, but really your DWI. Let's say the PI doesn't even apply because you're in your car, it's not a public place, but I charge you with PI. I file that, I bring it to court. The prosecutor can either dismiss the charge or she can modify the charge on information or complaint. Information simply means complaint. This prosecutor chose, instead of modifying the violation to attach it to the right code, she chose to throw the ticket out.
Okay, so that
Go-
that initial violation is thrown out. So it's thrown out.
Oh, I
initial
know, they're fucked.
So
Go
the
ahead.
thrown out initial violation
Yes.
means you can come on the property anytime you want because there was an initial violation before, even though there was no violation
Okay,
because it was on the wrong code.
the initial violation, she chose to throw it out instead of charging.
Throwing it out means no violation.
Correct, 100%.
We still, we still have 2 years to refile that charge. 2 years on a
Good, when you
misdemeanor.
refile it, come into my building.
Is it refiled?
You're coming on here for shit outside of my
He's coming on
property.
here to finish that inspection
That's outside. They can walk around.
on the open one
mean, this
and
guy's
to
already
inspect
proved
the
his
premises.
incompetence.
No, he's not
By
inspecting
getting
my
the wrong
premises.
code.
Nowhere on here does it say that. It says you got a trash violation outside, and what's the other one? There's 2.
Oh, well, this seems shady.
No, it's here. Oh, it is. They're fucking corrupt as fuck, dude.
Okay,
And they're
well, we're
get
gonna
sued and
finish
shit.
our inspection.
They're not coming in my building, not
Yes, they
based on
are.
this.
Mr.
No,
Followell,
this is
they
for
are.
outside and a key lock outside. What do they need to see in my building? Go ahead.
We have to finish the inspection.
Okay, no, the inspection's done. What do you need to see in my building? That's all I need to know.
He's gonna inspect the building, he's gonna
He
inspect
already
the
inspected
switch,
the building 5
he's gonna
times.
inspect the doors.
He can look at the lockbox outside, and he can go to the trash outside.
understand.
You don't,
He's gonna
because
do-
you're going to let him in there, and that's a Fourth Amendment right violation.
Okay.
If you let him in there,
Then-
you're a piece of shit like them.
Okay, I'm sorry that you have to relate that to that, but
I
we
do.
got a job.
How
to
do you not understand that? You took an oath to the
Okay.
Fourth Amendment.
You're right,
You
you're
took an
right.
oath to the Constitution.
You're right.
You're going to let them come on my property for something outside of my property?
We have a
Then you're a
valid-
piece of shit, sir.
Okay, we have a valid search warrant, and we're gonna enforce that search warrant.
I'm not going to calm down. They keep violating my Fourth Amendment rights.
Okay.
I'm going to have your fucking job too. Get them in here. All of y'all can get fucking fired, y'all pieces of shit.
Let's go.
Check this shit out, dude. They're coming in my building for 2 things outside of my building, and they're going to trespass Fourth Amendment
You got
rights
your
right now.
paperwork and
Go
stuff to
ahead,
do
you
what you
piece of
gotta do?
shit. Walk in there. Fourth Amendment right violation. All unlawful search and seizure. Boom. You too, Corey? Unlawful search and seizure. You going inside, sir? I recommend
wanna
you don't if you took an oath to the
hang
Fourth
out with
Amendment. Thank you, sir. So you're looking for something outside, and you're looking for a lockbox. That is it. What else are you looking for?
Mr. Follow, just let him do what he's gotta do.
No,
We'll
sir,
be
I
done
got it
in a
right
minute.
here what he's supposed to do.
I understand, but if you push too hard and you interfere,
Oh,
you
I'm
may
not
get arrested
interfering.
with
For
interfering
what?
with-
Telling him he can't
interfering
do
with the
that?
search.
Wait.
Interfering
Okay,
with
arrest
the
him for
search.
Fourth Amendment right violations.
Look, Mr. Follow, I just want you to understand.
Corey, you're on
all
my shit list, dude.
ramifications.
You're gonna be one of the ones getting terminated now. Come behind my alley and harassing me. And I thought you were a good dude. If you were following orders, then you need to say so. If not, I'm gonna have your fucking job too.
Hey, Chief, he was explaining to me that this is just like not an emergency exit.
This has nothing to do with what's on your
Yes,
search
he's saying
warrant.
that the other doors allow
Corey,
egress
did they make you do this?
appropriately. I guess there's one over there and one in the
I'm
back.
asking.
I've never been in a
Yes or no?
Okay, well, just so you know.
What does that have to do with a lockbox and a piece of trash outside?
So he can find some codes and matches.
That's what they're doing. They're trying to fuck me again, harass me. 5th fucking time in my building, harassing me over bullshit codes. And that piece of shit don't even know how to read them. Fucking idiots. Going back there has nothing to do with a piece of trash outside or a lockbox outside. You got your camera on, Corey? Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Please know he's looking at anything and everything besides what he was called out to do.
Mr. Follow, that's what they do on a fire inspection.
No, they already
I
did
can-
their fire
I
inspection.
can-
It's closed.
I can show you where they even
Bullshit,
come through
sir.
the
I'm not gonna
police
listen. It's already
department.
closed.
Okay.
That was closed when that citation got thrown out.
What happens when you report somebody? They come in and harass you.
Oh, big time. This motherfucker's getting fired. Fuck him. This will be the 2nd time he violated my Fourth Amendment right that guy took an oath to and doesn't give a shit about. Also, you have Blanchard here took the Fourth Amendment right oath, doesn't give a shit about it. On my property for bullshit. It's now been what? 4 months of harassment by these guys.
So
4
that's-
fucking months.
Is that appropriate right there on the slam bar, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
By the way, they inspected this place 5 times and did it nearly. And on their first time they inspected it, there was no issue with any of this bullshit. They passed that, they passed the front door. But now since I'm defending my rights as a Constitution for a Fourth Amendment right violation, they think they can just bully me. And it won't fucking happen. You'll all get fired. Fuck all y'all. Oh, check this out, guys. It says they can go look at something outside my property, and they can look at a lockbox outside my property. Nothing about coming in my building to look for more fucking hazards that don't fucking exist. Oh, I will too. No, they're fucking taking it to my attorney. This is it. They're done. I'm tired of it. I gave them plenty of times just to fucking apologize for doing the wrong thing, and instead, they harass. I asked this man to apologize. Instead, he made up codes. Codes have nothing to do with Fourth Amendment rights, guys. He's a fucking idiot. Fucking crazy, dude. Wow. Just fucking wow. calling an attorney today. They fucked up. All I wanted was a fucking apology. Now they get a civil lawsuit and all these motherfuckers get fired. And if they don't get fired, the city council gets removed. That's it. I only need 300 signatures to remove the city council. I already fucking looked it up. They can all fucking go. Time this city right here needs to clean up. All these pieces of shit that don't care about the Constitution need to go. Corey, I know you work for him, but you could have did something about that. You could have stood up. You took an oath too, didn't you?
Probably got people in power that don't stand up.
Goddamn, everybody took an oath in here, even me. Because I was T-Close certified in 1999 T-Close certified. So I know what you went through. But I am for the Fourth Amendment rights.
So am I.
No, you're not. You let the motherfuckers on my property. And you didn't fire this motherfucker for violating it.
Took an oath to protect my country.
I'm doing it right now. You guarantee these motherfuckers are all getting fired. And now the city's going to eat a lawsuit. I'm fucking real, dude. City prosecutor can suck my fucking dick too. Just wow. You know what she told me on the phone? John Gomez pointed out that fire thing on the back. So that's the mayor's brother. And he only did that after I punked his ass for that code thing that he was wrong on.
People don't like being saying wrong.
Yeah, and now they're disturbing my gym, so it raises up the fucking cost of the lawsuit. Good job.
I was a member in there. He seemed pretty distraught.
My blood pressure's up. Y'all are fucked. Fuck. So again, this inspection here, what does it have to do to the two things that are outside?
Nothing. He's just completing the inspection so he can find more shit.
He's finishing the
No, that was finished in March.
They've not been able to finish it.
Oh, yes, they did. And when that court case got closed out, it's done. It's been closed.
Well,
Even your city attorney agreed with me on that. The prosecutor, yes. But she said they wanted to come back here and check that door because it's now a code enforcement
you
call
got the
because of
door,
John.
the Knox box.
Door's not on
Those
here.
are the two things.
Door's not on here. Knock box,
Okay.
they're not fucking
The
getting
Knox box, the door's not mentioned in the probable cause affidavit because you're right. He inspected from the outside. He didn't see the button on the inside. That's why he didn't put it in the affidavit. Because he would have had to have been inside the building to see
Who are we talking about?
Corey. He's the one that wrote
Corey.
the affidavit.
You're the one coming to harass me because of these guys?
He's not harassing you, Mr. Followell.
Bullshit, dude. It's
No.
harassment, 110%.
No,
This is the 5th time coming out here for a 2-year yearly inspection.
we are trying to finish the initial inspection. that
Bullshit,
never
it was
got
already
finished.
done. They did a complete walkthrough that day.
Okay.
What you're doing now is bullshit. I'm sorry, sir, they're harassing you. Harassing my members too, do this crap, dude. This guy's trying to work out that guys in here harassing my building over Fourth Amendment right violations. I'm fucking real. What's the trash outside that's the issue?
Corey, you want to show him what was outside that you observed?
Don't show it to nobody. Oh, so no issues with all her shit? What's the grass issue? It's got grass on here.
Oh, that's the way the city wants it written. It's like those.
It's the title of it.
Texas still has mutual dual road.
Are those punching bags?
What beds?
Why are they changed like that?
They're meant to feel like real skin, like actually hitting
Oh.
a person. Good for knuckle development.
Mutual combat. Ranches together in Texas. If anyone wants to step outside, go ahead and initiate that. No problem. There's an officer here that can watch it. I gotta love Texas.
Your guns are bigger than mine, man. I don't want to do
Oh, that's not
that.
for you. That's for that piece of shit right there. Not here. This one. That's a private room. Are you allowed in my private rooms?
Yeah, it's the whole building. It covers the whole building.
Not if it's a private room. So this is where I do my work, where I have my naps. This is my private room.
Well,
Are you sure? Because it's against Fourth Amendment right violations again. That's why that door stays locked. This is a private room not associated with my gym.
okay. Well, it is attached to the gym and it's part of the address, so it's part of that search warrant. So,
Anything different from the first time you went here?
No,
We haven't changed
this is
much.
the 6th time now, Bubba. 6th time.
Yeah.
I think what the fire chief was saying that he has not been in here before.
No, the fire chief hasn't.
Yes.
This is his first time in the building.
Yes.
I'm talking about his other guys.
He is the primary, though, fire inspector. That's why I asked him to come in over the other guys. The other guys work under him and were trained under him.
And they all came in here.
Okay, not him, though.
Not him.
That's
No,
why
it's his
I told
first
him.
time on my property.
But you got to understand, I'm tired of us coming back, too. I don't want to keep coming back. I want to be done.
Then
I
you
don't
should
want
have
this to
said it's
ever-
harassment and stopped it, and you didn't.
When there is no compliance, or we don't know if there's
There was. The
compliance.
compliance was thrown out. The third code that
We
they
have
threw
to
it
follow
out,
up.
it was done and complete. You're harassing me.
Okay. But there were other things that were mentioned that were
No, there
never
wasn't.
discussed
Not in
with
that
you.
audit. Not a damn thing. I got the audit.
I understand that, but there's two different sides of that story.
No, there's
I
not.
wasn't involved.
There's one side. His document that I have that's signed by
yours.
him and mine. Same document.
You're right.
Says
I was-
nothing about coming in
But
my
Mr.
building
Followell,
again.
I wasn't involved in that.
Then
I
you
don't
should have
know.
been if they're your
It's
supervisor.
your
if you're the
story
supervisor.
and his story.
No, it's not. You have the paperwork. You can read it. You can read that they've already did a full audit. Came back in 3 other times to do the audit. You can read.
You're right.
And you can read the harassment statements I got on this guy, knowing they're harassing me, and you still brought him back in my fucking building. 100% I know I'm right. Please don't take pictures of my cameras. You've got to be fucking kidding me, dude.
No, they're thorough. I'll tell you. I'll show you the reports they done on the police department. I'm telling you. They have knocked me up on inspection too.
I don't care. They were done with mine. This is harassment.
Okay. I wish they were done with mine, but it's not
I
how it
wish
works.
they knew what the fuck they were doing, knew how to read code. They wouldn't fucking be here. This motherfucker was here when they cited me on 4.22 for that, which is ceiling fans. And this dickhead didn't do anything about it. All he did was trample on my Fourth Amendment rights. Tell me he can do whatever he
what's
wants.
with ceiling fans? I'm not familiar with that.
That box over there, they coded it, didn't they? 4.22 ceiling fans.
What?
And I laughed at
What
it.
box?
I went to court for this box over here.
Oh, is that the outlet box?
They quoted under ceiling fans. That's how fucking dumb your fire department is. 4.22 ceiling fans.
Which one?
That one. 4.22
Oh.
ceiling fans. Sent it to him, he didn't give a shit. You know what he did? Tried to write me another code.
What is that?
Over fire burns. You know what that is? Not that, you fucking moron.
Is that the open outlet they're talking about? Kelly?
That is an open outlet. Guess what? External power only. No power in the wall. It's dead. No hazard. You can stick your fucking hand in here and grab it. It's been abandoned for 17 fucking years. When they passed inspection in 2019, John Gomez hooked that up, looked me right in the face, and I got it on camera, said there's no issue. Now these fuckers right here fucking with me even after I told them that.
So we had to talk about that. And
Go ahead,
that-
write a code. I'll pump
no,
any other code you throw at me because
That-
it's not a violation.
I'm not going to cite a code. I'm just saying, they're saying that that may be a violation under electric code. It may not be. But it could be a violation under another code. That's what's silly about the bureaucracy in the law.
Yeah, listen.
Is there so many
They
different
wrote up
things that
9
apply?
different ones for that. Each one I punked them on, including that dumbass.
Okay.
Yeah, they leave gray areas.
I do codes for a living.
Well,
and I tried to explain to them
I know,
constantly they were
I've-
wrong.
I've heard you
and
say
instead
that
of
before council.
apologizing, they harass me. And what are they doing again? Harassing me. Violating Fourth Amendment rights? Yes. Now I've got members outside waiting to lift and they can't because you're holding me up.
They can come in and work out. We're not doing anything.
Guns in my fucking gym.
You don't allow guns in your gym?
I allow guns everywhere, just not on pieces of shit that don't amend to the Fourth Amendment right. Sir, I'm sorry, come in, brother. They're not going to bother you. If they do, just let me know.
Where are we at, Chief? Pretty much done.
Just want to see the outside of the building.
Okay. Let's wrap up on the outside, then we'll be
Oh,
good.
now we're going to look at the outside. What this
He's
says.
gonna he's done on the inside, so he's gonna finish.
There was
the
nothing to
outside.
do on the inside. Nothing on here.
I don't know. He's the inspector, not me.
Fuck him. He's a piece of shit. is what he is.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, brother. Welcome.
Did you get that on camera? That's a bird. It's totally legal to an officer. Did you know that? Because you don't have breach of peace. Fucking pieces of shit.
Does that make a difference on that one if electricity goes out, or not because they got slam doors?
No, it's still an egress exit.
So it has
It's
to.
not an emergency exit, so you can't use
Okay.
that. You're full of shit. That's not an emergency. It just says exit, not emergency. Do you not know what an emergency exit is, you dumb fuck? I didn't think so. Wow. I hope he does write me more codes, and I hope I punk his ass again for being a
Okay.
fucking moron.
Well, that's what I want to talk. Can we shut the door now?
Yeah?
Okay, that's what I want to talk to you about. Like I said, I told you on the phone, what I wanted to do when we come out here, get it all knocked out under the warrant.
I need water. Hold on, sir.
Okay, yes, sir. Can I follow you? You want me to wait here?
Yes, sir. Come on.
Okay. God dang, it's some heavy ass weights. Okay, I told you on the phone, what I wanted to do is, it's totally a fresh start, what we can do. This is in your court, though.
Not a fresh start.
I understand from your perspective. I do understand.
Not a fresh start from anybody's
Okay.
perspective. Y'all fucked me over and over and over again. How is it a fresh start?
Can I explain? Can you let me explain? I'm trying to be calm with you and just
I'm not calm
I just
because you
want-
let him violate my First
I
Amendment rights.
understand how you feel about that, okay? But what I'm saying is, let me give you an example. When I pull a motorist over for speeding, this is my rule, I can relate to this easier. And I approach the car, and the guy comes off with me. Let's just use you. You're upset right now. Maybe I don't know your circumstances. He comes off to me like that. Does the guy get a ticket or does he get a warning?
I don't give a shit.
I understand. Typically,
No relevance to what I'm doing right here.
Let me explain. Let me follow along with me, track with me. He's probably going to get a ticket because gaining compliance from that motorist is likely not to happen. In this situation, I know you're hot, and I can appreciate why you're hot, okay? I want to get it done and over with so
How
we
do
can
you
go.
appreciate that if you let him violate Fourth Amendment rights again?
When I say appreciate, I mean I can appreciate your frustration.
Can you, though?
Yes.
Do you understand what the Constitution is?
I do,
Do you understand what these guys have been doing to me and nobody gives a shit?
okay? I understand from your perspective how you
Bullshit. The
feel
first
they've been
inspection,
treating you.
100% was Fourth Amendment right violations. Did you call me? You're their supervisor. Did you call me and say, hey, they did wrong and apologize? Fuck no, you didn't.
Okay.
That's all I wanted from any of these motherfuckers in Aransas was an apology because they did wrong. And more people that talk to me, they do it to other people too that had to kick them off their property.
Okay.
You cannot go on somebody's property unless the owner says so, or you have a fucking warrant. And your warrant is chicken shit, talking about outside stuff, nothing about the inside of my gym.
See, that is disputed on how they got on the property. That's why I don't want to discuss it, because it's subject to conjecture. You know from your side, they know from their side, and I'm here getting both sides. I wasn't here, so why would I even
You didn't
try to
read any of the
speculate?
complaints?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it does. You
No,
didn't read 'em?
because, no. This is why it doesn't matter. Right now, I'm witnessing everything, okay? And I'm okay with what I'm witnessing, and I can testify.
You're okay with Fourth Amendment right violations?
No, this ain't a
Got
fourth.
it.
You got a warrant in your hand that shows that it's
Yeah, for outside shit, brother.
the warrant allows us.
Specifically two things,
No.
the outside and the outside.
No.
He's looking at my entire building. That's fucking harassment and you're letting him do it.
The warrant allows us to come inside the
For
building
what
and
though?
search.
For what? What are you looking for?
It's stated in the warrant.
Yeah, what are you looking for? That's my point. You've already walked through my building
We're
5 times.
doing an administrative inspection. We're not looking for evidence.
I already
against you
did
to follow
that
a
5
criminal
fucking
case.
times prior.
Okay.
It's harassment, you know it is.
No, I don't feel that
If
this is
someone came to your
harassment.
house 5 times for the same fucking issue and walked through your house like this with police, you wouldn't think it was an issue?
We're not talking
You're a
about
fucking
your
liar.
house.
You won't admit it because you're a piece of shit too.
Mr. Followell,
I'm done, dude.
but I want to explain to you what happens after
What?
this.
You're a piece of shit. You
No,
fucking
no,
lie.
no.
You're sitting
So,
here right now.
I told
They're
you.
harassing my building. You do shit about it. You understand they're doing it. He knows because he's nodded at me a few times, knowing that y'all are fucking up.
Okay.
And y'all made him come here.
I told you what we can do from here is what I can do, like
What
we
you
do
can
with
do from
anybody.
here-
Can you listen a second? Let me explain.
It
Just let
better
me
be
explain.
something extreme like firing that motherfucker,
No.
then I'll listen. Was that a no?
We'll write
no.
up. We'll write up a report. We'll give you the report.
I already have your report. I have the first one
Okay.
that's complete.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Finish what? You're writing a whole new report?
Yeah, there is
So
going to
we're
be
getting
there's
two- we're getting
going to
two
be a
yearlies
report on
from
this
my-
inspection. Yes, there's
Is
going
that
to be
a
a report.
continuation of the first inspection that was complete?
This is a continuation for noncompliance. Basically, is the way I understand it.
What noncompliance?
Might I be
That
wrong?
was thrown
Maybe,
out.
but you're going to get an inspection
And then
report.
they came and
the-
harassed me because he
Okay.
was told to.
There's 2 things that happen after this. I can give you a report with a reasonable time to correct any issues, or you get a report with a clean bill of health. Or,
Bring the fucking issues on,
Listen.
you motherfuckers.
or,
I'm not playing your fucking game. We're not fucking doing that. I don't take fucking
No,
handouts.
Mr.
If there's an
Followell-
issue, I fix them. If there's not
yes,
an issue,
that's what I
fuck
want.
off.
That's what I want to know. If there's an issue, you can correct it, or if I feel like there's not going to be compliance, you don't want to work with me, we just issue citations.
Good, bring them on.
2 options.
Bring the fucking citations on.
He tried to correct the issue by going to the city council and explaining what was going on, and a week later,
Oh, he was
Here
at
we
some
are.
of the meetings.
Yes.
here we are. I mean,
Yeah,
does
correct.
that, I mean,
They're fucking harassing me, and he knows it.
Look, I'll pause this. It's paused.
Fine.
As a man, you don't think that's fucking shady? You go and report somebody, hey, to their bosses, and then a week later, the man you reported comes and gets to inspect your building with a bullshit warrant.
we have
from
never-
outside. I understand that it's outside, it involves the building, and he gets to
Okay.
come inside, but I mean, that's fucking shady.
Sir, we have, and I don't pause my video, so we have never completed this inspection.
You have.
Never completed it.
Yes, sir, he has. He's
No.
full of shit. They
It's-
completed it.
no.
Even the city, even the prosecutor
The
said
staff that does the inspection and reports to me has never been able to complete the inspection.
Yes, they have.
For violations.
Because there was
and
always that
confirm-
code left and it got thrown out.
And
Completed.
confirm that there are no violations afoot.
It is
We-
confirmed.
no.
As soon as that got thrown out of court, it got confirmed.
For example, when
You're
you,
full of shit, dude.
Mr. Followell, when you get this report back and we ask for
The
compliance.
harassment report. Please put
this one.
harassment on title.
When you get this report back and we ask for compliance, there is going to be a compliance inspection. We got to make sure that you've come into compliance.
The first
it's
one
for
was
the
that.
public safety that
The
uses
first one
your
was
business.
that. There was 2 violations I fixed and that one.
Okay.
That one was thrown out because you guys are fucking idiots. It's done.
Okay.
Case closed.
And he's
You're
still,
harassing me.
the fire chief has indicated he still sees some violations that are going to be addressed with you.
Which has nothing to do with my yearly that you came on my property for.
It doesn't have to. When you look
Have
under,
to, it is. That's
when
what
you
you
look
said.
under the terms of how he can get that administrative warrant, he just has to show that there's a history of violations, and he can come in under a warrant at any time.
Or a history of
That's
throwing his ass
Texas
under the bus
law.
in front of his bosses?
The violation was thrown out. The citation violation was thrown out.
It doesn't mean the violation did not exist or does not
It
exist.
should have never existed, period, is the problem. And he's coming in like a fucking piece of shit to harass me over it. And you know it, you just won't admit it because you're a piece of shit too.
Okay. Well, we're done here, so
Get the fuck out of my building.
I take it that you will accept the report and work on remediating any
I take it
issues?
you'll hear from my lawyer and all y'all
Okay.
will get fucking fired and all y'all will get sued. How about that? Take your fucking unconstitutional, unhonorable oath and get the fuck out of my building.
Yes, sir.
Doesn't believe in the Constitution, doesn't believe in the Constitution. He was told not to believe in the Constitution.
We're done?
You, good job,
Okay.
brother. Appreciate it. The rest of y'all, fuck off. I hope y'all get fired.
We're done. Sorry.
One cop out of 4. Thank you, sir.
Oh, yes.
I'll shut down once we get around the block, just in case.